So today is the 29th of July 2013 and today marks my 4 months on testosterone. So in the past month what I've noticed in changes, voice is still dropping and getting lower. I can hear it now. Periods finally stopped. I had one this is my 2nd month without one, and I keep on getting cramps and thinking that it's going to come back, but luckily it's finally stopped. Hair. This is the biggest one for me. Hair coming in everywhere. I've written everything on my phone, so I'm going to be looking down quite a lot. My arms still coming in, just darker, tops of my shoulders. I've got a few very dark, thick ones coming through my shoulders. Legs, top of my legs, stomach getting quite a bit hairy. Have a look. Starting to get a bit of a hairy stomach. It's coming in a bit more on my face. I'm finding that I'm having to shave every 5 days now. I've still got a few dark hairs just sporadically around my face. My hairline's starting to change a bit. I've noticed that like around on here, especially on this side for some bizarre reason. So yeah, hairline's changing. I'm starting to square off now around the top of my hips, whereas before I had quite an hour shape last figure. I didn't actually realise how much of a shape I had to my body. I thought I was quite straight up and down before hormones anyway, but like on the top of my legs I've actually had to pull my belt one hole tighter. Before, my hips were like quite just on the top of my legs. My hips went out and down to my thighs, and now it kind of it's just squared off and gone really lean right on the top of my thighs. I've still got a little bit of fat around my hip area, not a lot. I'm quite lean. That's the only part of my body that's carrying any fat, and if there is any there's like nothing there. Acne, not as big a problem as I thought it was going to be. I don't know if that's because I'm keeping on top of it. I do find that my skin's a lot oilier now. I have still got acne on my back and on my chest, and I'm actually starting to get it to come. It's coming down onto my arms, which is really, I don't even know if you can see, but it's really bizarre. It's coming down actually onto my arms. But I'm keeping on top of it, so it's not too much of a problem. I'm sweating a lot more at work, especially in England. There's been a massive heat wave, and having to wear a binder and my work top, so two layers, and the kind of work that I do, I work in a bar and a restaurant. I'm moving around all the time, carrying stuff quite quickly all the time, so in and out of the kitchen it gets really hot, and I have found that I've been sweating a lot more. My jawline's changing. It's starting to really square out here and around there, which I actually quite like, and my chin, and it's just, my face is just squarer and leaner. I'm starting to notice an Adam's apple coming in, which is cool. Someone actually commented on that the other day. They were like, oh, I'm starting to get a little bit of a... Yeah, so that's cool. Passing at work, on the phone. I'm not getting misgendered on the phone, which was a big one for work. That's about it for my 4-month changes. In other news, I'm moving out of my parents' house. I'll be moving in with a guy that I work with. He works in the kitchen, he's called Brad, and another guy who used to work at the bar that I work with, so it'll be 3 of us. The only thing is, none of them know that I'm trans, so I don't know if it's worth telling them, because I don't really want having to hide everything again. That was a bit difficult. I think they'll be okay with it. I don't see them having a problem with it. So we'll see. but I'm just so ready to move now. It is the right decision for me to make. Yeah, that's my 4 months.